upon him, did not marry a child, and I can prove it to you in less than 45 seconds. Point number one is in Islam, you are not allowed to marry a woman until she has passed the age of maturity. This is an Islamic rule. If a woman has not menstruated, you are not allowed to marry her. Therefore, you cannot marry children. But let's dig a little bit deeper. Number two, she was past the age of maturity. So people say, oh, she was a child. In her own narrations, she played with dolls. Okay.
Thank you so much, brother. This brother is a revert. He reverted to Islam, like me. And since he's online here, and I think he's going through what I'm going through, people coming to talk, and we will continue listening to him, because you know his video, I need to cut it so that the app can allow me to use it without calling it copyright. But before we continue listening to him, I understand that Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, lived his life based on the instruction in the Quran. And when you read Quran 24 verse 59, Quran 24 verse 59, he stated the age of puberty there. And if you are at the age of puberty, before you enter the room where the prophet is sitting, you must knock. You understand? And when you read Quran 24:33 also, he also talk about do not compel, do not force slaves to do certain things. You know, the way it is, you know, all these things we are talking, certain times, even me coming online talking about it, mentioning it, puts shame to my face, honestly. Read Quran 24:33, that you must not compel a slave to do olosho work for you, to do a shower work for you. That if you compel a slave to do that, that Allah will forgive that slave, because she did not do it wanting to do it. You are the one forcing her to do that. There's a lot of Bible, a lot of verses, chapters and verses in the Quran that points to this. And while I will continue talking with you, I would like us to continue listening to him.
If you, non-Muslims, are going to take those narrations to be fact, you also have to take the narrations where she said, I am mature, also as a fact. Number three is she was engaged previously. It's not like, oh, there's a kid, let's get them while they're not paying attention. No, she was already engaged previously. She was a woman, okay? Number four, her family was okay with it. Do you think you know more about Aisha than her family did? Her family was okay with the marriage. Do you think her family would be okay if she was a child? Absolutely not. This leads me to my next point. This is a big one. His enemies never critiqued him for this. All the people who hated him and critiqued him for everything never critiqued his marriage with Aisha. You would think if it was so bad, if he actually married a child, there would have been any documentation of his enemies critiquing him, but it's never once mentioned, and it's only brought up in this modern world, never mentioned before. Brings me to number five, that the average age of the people that he married was 30 plus, right? So people, oh, he's this pedophile guy, blah, blah, blah. Shame on you. Do some research. No, he's not.
Thank you. Thank you. You see, this brother, let me repeat, is a revert. And I'm very sure he's going through what I'm going through that make him to be doing intense, very, very intense research. You know, like this morning, he didn't mention the Quran verse, and I brought that Quran verse for you, Quran 24:59. You understand? And while I'm looking into all this, when I see things, when I see it otherwise, you know, it sent a lot of pain into my heart, because you see, Islam is a very, very perfect religion, and the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah, practiced it also perfectly. When you go to the Arab world, when it comes to this marriage thing, for the women to marry 16, and for the men 18. And like from example, during our time, I saw my period around 15. Let me be using myself as an example whenever I want to talk about this. 15 years and 6 months, I saw my period. But you know, these days, you can see children see period at 9, 10 because of the kind of food they eat. And in the Western world, because of that kind of freedom, food, Bonvita milk, but still in the Western world, if they are not up to 18, you touch them, you go to jail. You understand? So we in Africa must also try to have control over things like this, because we are not practicing different Islam than what the Arab people are practicing. What they are practicing in Dubai, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia. Let me not say Arab people, because there are some people also that are doing what they are doing in Africa also. So guys, we bring you facts and figures citing what is in the Quran. So if you disagree with my presentation and my brother presentation, the one I share his video, if you disagree, debunk us, coming also with Quran verses. Thank you for watching. See you on my next video. Bye-bye.